is going to be paper. I actually pulled one from my sketchbook, and we're also going to need paint. We're going to need dark blue. We're going to need light blue. We're going to need purple. We're also going to need red. We're also going to need white, and we're also going to need black. We're going to actually use one of these paintbrush, a bigger one, so we can create the background and other different papers. So our first step is actually going to be drawing the moon. So I grabbed a circle plate, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trace this onto my paper. So you're going to go ahead, get a pencil, and trace it. You can trace it at as dark as you can, because the paint is going to go over this, but we still want to see where we placed it. So you see we got this whole circle there now. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and color the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, and to make it simple, I'm just going to pour a bit here on the paper. So I poured a little bit of purple there, and now we're going to go ahead and move into the light blue. Gonna go ahead and do about that much, and then we're gonna move on to the top, and we're gonna do the blue on the top. So what we're gonna go ahead is we're gonna go ahead and paint this in. We're gonna try to stay away from this part. It might go in a little bit, the blue part, but that's okay because we're gonna color some part of the moon a little bit blue. So go ahead and blend these in. So the next step is actually going to be outlining the moon. We're going to go ahead and grab some of that white, and we're going to go ahead and start doing some of these outlines. I actually left the table so you guys can see it better. So we're going to actually go ahead and start doing the outline. So make sure that you actually had traced your plate again, because like I said, because of the blue, we probably lost our measurements. So go ahead and actually do it again and go ahead and paint them in. Kind of a nervous wreck right now. My nerves are not working with me, but I'm going to try to make this as straight as possible. So I'll catch you guys on the next step. Now that we finished coloring our moon, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna actually work on making this hill. I don't know if you guys seen the movies Lion King. If you did, then we're gonna do somewhat of that hill or that rock. So let's go ahead and outline it, and once we have outlined it, we're gonna go ahead and color it in completely with black. So would you just, once you grab the smallest paintbrush you have, once you do the outline, you can go ahead with a bigger brush and color it in. So let's go ahead and work on this outline. So we're gonna basically start a little bit farther down from the moon, and we're gonna just create, like I said, that little hill, mountain, and then we're gonna go ahead and move down. So we're gonna go ahead and get up to this point basically, and then we're gonna move on down. And we're gonna create the little hill. You see I got a lot of squigglies, but we don't have to do that. I just wanted to try to give myself an outline. So it doesn't have to be that squiggly, it's just a rock. And we're gonna go ahead and color this in now that you guys got a view of what we basically doing. So go ahead and color your little rock in, and we're gonna go ahead and finish this painting. next step is actually going to be giving the rock a little bit of highlight with the color white. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add highlights right on the top. Just be very careful, and don't worry if the black paint is still wet. That'll help it to make it look more like a grayish color. So it'll help it blend in and to make it look like it has that nice little 3D look. So go ahead and highlight that top of the rocks. Go ahead like that, just highlight. Let's give it a little bit more. Just for the top. And then we're gonna go down with some lines down with the streaks so we can actually make it look like this is the top and then just the bottom of it. So let's go ahead, finish this up, and we'll catch you on the next one. We're almost done. Now for our next step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a tree here with our little branches like we have done before with our lovebirds and all that, and the oil pastel scenery. We're gonna do exactly the same. So we're gonna go ahead and create that tree, and once we're done with the tree, we're just gonna add some flowers to it, and then after that we should be completed. So let's go ahead and finish this up. So for our last step, what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and grab, I said I was going to use red. You could go ahead and use red, but I changed my mind. I want to do purple, so I'm going to go ahead with a bigger brush, and I'm just basically going to put some paint on it, and I'm just basically going to dab on it, and we're going to create the flowers. Once we have done that, I'm just going to go ahead and show you real quick. We're just going to basically dab and create our flowers, basically our tree flower. Somewhat like a cherry blossom, but you're gonna go ahead and do that. And once we're done with that, we're probably gonna add a little bit of little strings details coming down, and we're gonna actually be done. So go ahead and finish this, and let's see what we come up with. So as you see, we have finished actually our painting. It actually came out awesome. I actually added a little bit more branches on the top. I blended in some white with the purple to make it look like it's actually the moon lighting up the tree. It actually came out awesome. I didn't think it was gonna come out this good, to be honest, guys, but I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I'm glad that you guys are working on these painting techniques, and I hope that you guys stay safe. Make sure that you guys are washing and sanitizing your hands, and that you're cleaning up your area after you're done. So I see you guys next week. Bye.